Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of today's DPL action. We've got a best of two between LGD and LGD.
LGD's
It's
turn to
amazing, isn't it? LGD versus LGD Forever Young. My name is Dragon Drop, and I'm still joined by the one and only Mr. V, who's muted and deafened right now. So I'm just gonna have to poke him. When he's
10
actually
seconds
around.
remaining.
There it is. Mr. V, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds
I'm
remaining.
doing well, thank you. Uh, LFY is back. Maybe they want
Reserve
some.
time.
Maybe they're a little bit riled up and angry after their series with. It was newbie, right? They played
That was
newbie.
Novi, and they got beaten, as you would expect,
They
perhaps in Novi.
lost.
They
Radiant
lost, yeah.
team ban.
They show some signs of good life though, even with Banana and instead of Yixing,
Mm-hmm.
Jixing, if he's pronounced like that.
LGD's turn to pick.
Yeah, he
It's
played
an
the
old
Knicks in
offlaner.
one game,
Radiant
right?
team
Yeah,
pick.
yeah. Banana has been taking up that offlane role. The
Mm-hmm.
Knicks in the first game, yeah, wasn't so successful. In the second game, the Axe I liked him much more. Was able to get a
Yeah.
whole lot done. Wasn't enough in the end.
10
Because
seconds remaining.
Newbie had this SCCC alchemist that just got way
5
out of
seconds
control and that
remaining.
they literally could not kill, even if they threw the entire kitchen sink at him. But yeah, new game, a new luck, LFY. They definitely need a couple of
LGD's
more
turn to
points if
pick.
they want to make sure that they can actually go to the playoffs, because they're sitting right at that precipice. LGD though, they're sitting at 13 and 5, so rather more comfortably in second place or third place, I guess, after IG's victory just now.
10 seconds
Mm-hmm.
remaining.
Third place, yeah. But I have not done the
Radiant
math, but there's a
team
couple
ban.
of teams who technically could still get enough points to push them out of that too. So they still have an incentive to win and get themselves some extra points as
Yeah, I think
well.
IG
10
Vitality
seconds remaining.
and Wings, because Wings hasn't played
Yeah,
a lot of games yet. I think those are the two
LGD's
it's
that
turn
it's
to ban.
are the
between
most threatening.
VGJ as well. They also have a couple of games. So VGJ, IGV, and Wings. It's between these three that could potentially surge forward if they win a couple of games and
Mm-hmm.
maybe push out some of these other
10
teams. But
seconds
yeah, it's
remaining.
LFY is also one of these. So they definitely have an incentive
5
to
seconds
start
remaining.
winning now. We'll see what happens. Juggernaut, Crystal Maiden. I feel like we've seen
Very
these heroes
comfort pick.
before. Same for Nyx and Lena.
Yeah, we've seen all these heroes today. These are all very comfort picks, very reminiscent of the Chinese meta, I'm going to say. Um, they're just good heroes right now. Like Nyx and Lena work well together, CM and Juggernaut work well together, and we've seen Monet run the Juggernaut at least once today already. I'm not sure if he ran it both games, but he definitely played it one game.
Played it once, and in the second game, Newbie got it, I
I just
believe.
remember him dying to the axe a bunch,
Yeah,
solo.
I believe Newbie got it in the first game, didn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Radiant team ban.
In
I
either
can
case,
remember.
it's in their hands. They decide to run it with the CM. Now the question is, how do they want to respond to the Lena? Do they think it's going to be a mid Lena? Do they want to try to
10
counter it in the mid
seconds
lane?
remaining.
As we see the TA ban come out, I think in the Chinese scene,
5
a
seconds
lot of
remaining.
teams kind of think that TA is a counter to Lena
Reserve time.
in the laning phase, and I think last series we kind of saw a counter to it with the Earth Spirit to Lena combo, roll in LSA Dragon Slave for
Yeah.
those refract charges, and it worked quite well. So
Straight up 1v1, that's definitely true, right? Because Lena, what makes a good mid is just the range. So you have some good harassment on that potentially, just with the
LGD's
attack range.
turn to ban.
Then obviously the Dragon Slave, just being able to CS with that as well as harass. But TA with the refraction can dodge some of these big nukes and is less susceptible to that. Plus, you also have
10
that
seconds
last hit
remaining.
advantage we also talked about, I believe, earlier today, where you can
5
just
seconds remaining.
outlast hit Lena with like a better animation and more damage from the refraction charges as well.
Reserve time.
yeah, at least force her to get like an early bottle or soul ring just to spam out the waves if you can't CS because your damage is too high.
Yeah.
But another thing that Lena kind of runs into issue here is that Nyx has the Invis Vendetta, and so Lena may not want to go Shadowblade this game because then she gives the enemy team more value for their sentries.
Yep.
It's not completely like forgoing, oh no, we have one Invis, we can't have another, but it's just
Radiant
something to
team
keep in
pick.
mind as we do have the Earth Spirit kind of counter
LGD's
coming out
turn
to
to pick.
deal with the Lena in the mid.
Yeah. As good as it
At
is
least
together with the
prevent.
Lina, as good as it's against it, I suppose. Depending on
Mhm.
what kind of material you want to pick up together with your Spirit. If it's any hero that can provide some sort of follow-up
10
damage
seconds
or
remaining.
control, then you should be good to go.
5 seconds remaining.
Or set up for the Earth Spirit as well.
Yep.
Sometimes you can do something
Radiant
like an
team
Invoker
pick.
Tornado into the Earth Spirit roll, or even something like a Dragon Knight Stun. I'm not sure how big Dragon Knight is in the Chinese scene, but I
I've
remember
not
being
seen a whole lot
popular.
of it. Yeah, it's not
10
been popular for a
seconds
while, I
remaining.
don't think.
Mm-hmm.
5
I
seconds.
think it would just be kind of like a safe kind of key pick, not necessarily like a beneficial. There's already the
Reserve
minus
time.
armor coming out from the Venge. Nyx and Lena both do like a fair amount of physical damage. Lena, once she gets right clicking, and Nyx with the ultimate deals physical damage. So it's not a. I wouldn't be too concerned about worrying about stacking armor at this point for LFY, but it's just something to keep in mind that hey, LGD could go for I don't know a desolate carrying core like PA or something right now, and they need to have a response for it.
Yeah. The cool thing about LGD's draft so far is that they are still quite ambiguous in terms of their roles. I mean, we've seen
Yeah.
Lina mid, but we've also seen Lina support. Vengeful Spirits, same idea. Can be a core, can also be a support. Even Nyx Assassin, right? I mean, it's a 4-position Nyx is not unheard of either. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
plenty of options, which makes it harder for LFY to figure out what they're dealing with here. So they focus on their own game instead. They go for the
turn to
puck,
pick.
which is that nice combo that you were talking about, or that we were talking about earlier with the Earth Spit rolling in. Puck has that
Mm-hmm.
extra damage throw out for sure. And also nice with the Juggernaut later down the line,
10
just having the
seconds
coil to
remaining.
keep people in the general area so Juggernaut doesn't have to
5
walk
seconds
around as
remaining.
much. Always nice for any melee hero.
Puck's a little bit
Reserve time.
iffy versus Nyx, I think. Like you can
Yeah, potentially.
walk into the orb with your carapace up if you want to stun the puck, or kind of same thing, predict where the waning rift is going to be and pop it early. There's a potential for outplaying the puck at least on the
Yeah.
Nyx. I feel like puck is sufficiently elusive that a lot of her live or die situations come around to whether or not she like dodges a magic missile with her jaunt or dodges the LSA. And
Yep.
LGD
Radiant team
show
back.
their hand a little bit more, going for the Spectre. We still don't have firm confirmation that it's Lena mid, but I think this is kind of leaning towards that at least.
Yep.
They'll go and pick up
10
maybe a
seconds
secondary
remaining.
support to protect the Spectre, but a lot of the kind of more
5
aggressive
seconds
offlaners have
remaining.
already been banned out. Axe is out, Centaur is out. I guess you could go for Darkseer here for
LGD's
LFY.
turn to
Fine.
ban.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too
Yep.
bad.
Be quite good actually together with the Earth Spirits.
Yep.
Another option perhaps, would you consider Sand King or something like that?
Uh yeah, Sand King would be
10 seconds remaining.
okay. It definitely throws a wrench into Spectre's farming
5
plans because
seconds
she can't
remaining.
really approach the lane too well with all the caustics going off. But you'd have to somehow back up
Reserve
the
time.
Sand King early on with the Earth Spirit. I feel like early on it's just better to have Iron Shell on Earth Spirit than on Sand King.
10
Yep.
seconds remaining.
Yes. Yeah, Sand King definitely needs a little bit of time before he can
SF band.
sustain
Oh, maybe
himself.
they think
What?
it's offlane puck.
Oh yeah, right. It's been even more
Radiant
popular than
team
mid-puck,
pick.
hasn't it?
Yeah.
So, and LFY, of course, was the last pick. You generally want to reserve that for your mid hero, or at least keep your
Mhm.
options open in that sense. It's not something that we've talked about, but yeah, it's definitely also a
10
possibility.
seconds remaining.
I've done it a few times. Like months ago, almost
5
like
seconds remaining.
years ago, I used to do it. So you do decide to
Yeah, it is.
run the offlane. I think it was Universe that used to do it quite frequently, and even Bulldog once or twice. And I'm like, oh hey, I want to go do that. So it's all right, but it's a little bit like a better Wind Ranger offlane, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely seen our fair share of that. I don't, and I think it has its merits, right? Because if you look at it, Puck has kind of all the hallmarks of a good offlane hero, right? You provide that amount of control factor that you're looking for,
Yeah,
generally speaking. So
it's just like Puck
10
doesn't have a good
seconds
way of like
remaining.
fighting and like bullying the
5
supports
seconds
away
remaining.
because she's a little bit too squishy.
yeah,
Maybe like a little bit more HP regen would make her in a better place, I guess. I don't know Puck's genitalia or if she has any, but
it's kind of genderless, isn't it?
yeah. Anyways, we have a Puck, we have an Alchemist. I think Alk should have an okay game. There's not, apart from Lena, there's not too much burst coming out, so LFY can keep their Alchemist safe. I think they're in a good spot.
Yeah, looks to be an interesting game with that in the hands of Super. And here we are ready to head into it. Game number 1 of a best of 2 series here between LGD and LGD.Forever Young. Sister teams batting up against each
Prepare for
other.
battle.
Both definitely want the points to ensure that they will go through the playoffs. LFY needs them more desperately than LGD do, that's for sure. So we'll see if they can snag a win here. 30 wards already coming out here. Victoria on the Rubik. Lopping that one down. And they're also scouting out the Crystal Maiden walking back, so with any luck, they'll also be able to scout out this particular ward spot. It's not the most uncommon one at very least. But yeah, this one has also been pinged by Super and instantly brought down. Go for the Grievous Screed. Yeah, there it is. It's a free 106 gold.
106. Oh, good addition skills here, Drag and Drop.
I just know that you get 6 bonus gold on the first hit.
Then was it go up to 12? It's like double, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or no, it's a little bit more than double.
Max
Goes
bonus
to triple.
Goes it's double at first and then goes to triple at max level. Yeah.
Whatever
The battle begins.
20 over 8 is. 5 over 4.
I'll let you figure that out. It looks like we have
5 over
some
2.
standard lanes coming through. Maybe this end up being mid. Expected. And they're gonna go aggressive here.
What
Down
is
bottom,
this
we only have
Lena's
Monet
build?
solo up against Old 11 who's just trying to do the creep pulls. Lena builds.
It's got like an
Meltdown's
extra
metal.
metal here.
Go for Veil? At some point? I don't know.
Good deny.
So we have LPC. He has now been scouted out by Yao, maybe accidentally, with the first part up on a wave of terror. So the jig is up, and White's actually jungling on this side of the map instead of his own jungle.
Yeah, I think they want to just add pressure and they're okay leaving Monet first Old 11 on the Nyx.
It's an okay matchup for
Nyx.
Juggernaut, obviously, but Nyx will get more than he otherwise would, that's for sure.
Especially prior to Judd's, going for the kill here. Spin?
It's
Might
gonna
be
be enough, almost. The Old 11 needs a tree. Meanwhile, up top, they also exchange some right clicks, not much else. That was close. That was with that Boots and Juggernaut, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Nyx went straight boots and has the Quelling Blade, kind of almost anticipating the 1v1 matchup where Jug just has a PMS.
Yeah. Also, the Levin will probably not put a lot of points up into the Spike Carapace, of course. Fairly useless up against the spin. Instead, he goes for the point into mana burn to just try and whittle Juggernaut down to make sure that he doesn't actually have the mana for spin. Generally not efficient early on, but in this circumstance, it can actually help keep him alive.
And it'll help later on versus the Puck and CM too.
Oh yeah.
So getting the early points isn't bad.
So
yeah, this is you are right. This is available. Like,
yeah.
I've done it. It's pretty good. It's not standard, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, can definitely work out. Meanwhile, top lift into stun, stacking it a little bit. So Banana's still alive, jumps across, but the first blood still go away. Yow, just didn't quite have enough time to get the distance in, and they shift also not quite fast enough to dodge anything.
Getting more points than face really key in the soft lane position, because then you're like able to orb and phase shift for like that extra 0.75 seconds.
Yeah, that can make a difference just because you can get more distance on the illusory orb. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, he's still getting his experience, still getting a couple of CS here and there.
In the mid lane, will they go on Lina? They have the Frostbite.
Frostbite almost level 3 as well, there it is. And they initiate with LPC, Frostbite comes out now, maybe also take the tower shot in the middle of that, so we'll take a spill. LPC barely surviving it now. They'll be able to go to the shrine and then they'll find that it's already been used by Super, who's just jungling pre-6.
Nyx is getting a lot in this offlane. Out CSing the Jug, I think. I can actually look at this.
You can actually look into CS, yes.
Yeah.
Gotta go on old 11 here. Nice by
good
Carapace here to block the Frost. Frost Blast, Frost Nova. Crystal Nova. Almost. Top. Middle lane again, actually. This round they do get the Earth Spirit with Victoria's rotation through. What do you think about his Alchemist though? He's been forced to start jungling very early on.
I'm not sure if he was forced to or he just chose to. Maybe it's just more like all the higher level players should know when their lane isn't going as well as the it is the responsibility of a mid laner to go, okay, I have X amount of CS at 4 minutes, I'm leaving my lane to go to jungle because it is like physically not worth it for me to be there.
Well, it's probably been the case in this game here because, well, Alchemist can go toe-to-toe with a lot of mid laners, including some ranged ones, but Lina, maybe not one of them. So, as soon as the extra levels come out in the... Oh god, I keep missing these kills, I'm so sorry. Also Frostbite into spin, perhaps?
Yeah. Rubik rotate down, try to help out, but it was too late, and he can't really help when Juggernaut's already spinning.
Yeah.
Though he does get some good levels in XP. Kind of surprised he's not sticking around here. Maybe going back to get the rune. Yeah.
I think they want to try and get all the level to the level 6 ASAP. Because that's going to be a great tool to try and punish this Alchemist in the jungle. Because Super right now, it's... Before he's level 6, he's very little in terms of sustain.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Even when he's level 6, it's still... Yeah, once again. Is that the new build now? Oh, Banana gets stunned up, but no
I think so. Puck is getting good levels. Lina and Spectre are both farming well though, so I think they're just a little bit concerned now about being sure Alk stays down out of the mid lane.
He's level 6 now, so at least he can keep himself topped up.
Yeah.
Victoria, nice little initiation from LPC with a slow follow-up with a stun, and Victoria with the lift, putting him into the high ground. Still end up falling though. Eventually, maybe, maybe not. Nice little light strike array. Now the turnaround with the ultimate on LPC. They nuke him down. And Victoria stays alive thanks to the stick. Meanwhile, they once again kill Nick's assassin at bottom.
No Omni Slash needed. That was solo.
Throwing him
This
down
is
with
the
the
type
face
of play
boots.
they need from their.
Oh,
But
man.
this is the type of plays they need from their safe lane core. They need Monet to like step up into a leadership position to be making these things happen on the map.
Oh, aim. Gotta be careful. Coil use. White's also making an appearance. So does LPC. The roll will be blocked, but still have enough damage to bring him down. Victoria, nice little silence there on him, as well as Vengeful Spirit to try and keep themselves alive. And yeah, they'll be able to make the escape. So LPC making the place together with the rest of his team up in the top lane.
This
Getting
is
kill on
good.
Spectre
Lina,
is so huge.
every second you keep Spectre down is great.
Oh.
So we have another initiation.
Banana, there it is. Lift into Stum. Yeah, it should be enough. Maybe not. It's only level 1 in the face shit, but this time around he got enough distance between him.
Radiant's
Survive
Strength
25
treads,
health points,
literally
yeah.
making the difference.
Absolutely.
Jug.
Oh, maybe.
This can
Use the
just go
Soul
into
Ring
this.
and gets a free kill. Ugh.
Soul Ring is just so strong on Lina.
Now efficiency plays, null talismans in the backpack. How old 11? He is level 6. That's when they're going for a little bit long, maybe wanting to try and set up something in mid. But yeah, the rest of his team actually smoked up, working their way through here, but White in really good position. Spectre comes in with the ultimate, spotting them out, but they're already far away. So ultimately, that's a wasted ultimate.
Really good position by CM.
Oh.
She was standing like right here in these trees, and she
Yep.
saw just out this way to them. Not sure if you can see my drawings or not.
I can, yeah.
And then they all just immediately backed away from the tower.
Yep.
It's a lot of time wasted, and haunt down. That's great for LFY.
Slash
Banana
down
being
bottom.
aggressive on Spectre.
I don't think you can solo kill him though. Same time down bottom with as long as the ultimate is up and Juggernaut doesn't have detection, and you also can't solo kill Nick's assassin anymore unless you misplace. So actually he uses the ultimate just to get a bit of extra damage into Monet. He seems unimpressed though. But he should be. He has no mana for his spin now.
He should just TP back home.
That's exactly what he's doing. Alright. Where does this game go now? 10 minutes in, we have Alchemist, who's slightly ahead in terms of net worth. He has his armlet already, so he'll be able to farm more efficiently and also join the fights. The rest of his team also creating more and more space. They're angling to try and get an extra kill on Victoria here up top, and yeah, he's none the wiser. Roll in, will connect, easy kill.
It's essentially just him dying, so that Spectre doesn't have to be in that lane when people are off the map.
So,
I think
do you think that Spectre is getting enough right now? Actually, AIM actually went for the helm of the Dominator. How does that factor into this compared to the Alchemist?
so. Helm of the Dominator is essentially the item you get before you get your Iron Talon as Spectre, and it's essentially saying it is not safe for me to be in a contested lane in this game. And it's true, like with Earth Spirits, Juggernaut, Puck, even CM, like there isn't a whole lot of save potential on LGD. So they need to find a way to keep their Spectre safe. As Spectre is actually farming this camp incorrectly, you should kill the small creeps first, and then kill the last creep with your Desolate. You get more, it's actually
Lane
faster.
finds super, AIM comes in as well, old 11, still there's a stun available. Perfect chains and maybe gets the kill. And Banana tried to help out. Now, well, he gets a call off a couple of heroes. Monet with the spin. They get the counter kill on Spectre as well as the Nyx and the Rubik, who's just trying to split to the bottom. Damn. Almost looked like Banana was gonna feed himself, but he is able to join out again and still get the card off. Monet also with the right rotation at the right time.
On the on the puck, they're just saving his life every time. He's getting out with like 20 HP or something.
Showing us that he's no slouch.
But we do have duels up on Lena. That fight, I think she used it at the start.
Oh, LPC running into 2, but Yawn, M99. Don't quite actually expect him there, I suppose. Don't get the initiation now at the same time. Rest of LFY is also angling for the middle lane. Ult 11 making his way through. There's no sentry down, so potential for an initiation.
By the way, this is one of the few Lenas that doesn't get the respawn time talent.
Yep.
The Veil build. The
11 scouting out wide, scouting out LPC, and gets a double stun. Followed there from Victoria, actually getting close, or could have gotten close with the illusory orb. Settle for the 1 kill as Monet also shows his face. Oh, maybe he tried to snipe white.
Yeah. Next is the Radiance for Spectre. I'm surprised she's not opting to go phased. You just get between the camps so much faster.
Yep.
She is farming top with her her troll, at least.
Okay.
Things up.
Speaking of farming top and speaking of Radiance, Super has his own queued up and it's much closer obviously as the Alchemist. Meanwhile, the rest of his team, smoke up as 4 and looking to create more space, trying to perhaps slow down the Spectre more if you can, or get a kill on maybe. Or the Courier, as maybe he's TPing out, and yeah, just settle for that one. Eventually, one last kick, that is Monet taking it. Now LGD. Will they be able to respond to this? The LFY smell this out? Not sure. I mean, well, yeah, White will run right into it to tank the gank. And now the stun onto the acid spray, but it's only level 2 by Carapace. Not really long enough of a duration.
They have Haunt up. They want to use it here, so I think Lena will go back for the Bloodstone as is standard. She does have the recipe already. I'm just surprised she hasn't gotten the Arcane Boots. She has the gold as we have initiation in the backline.
So for Monet here, he still gets a spin off. Stun coming through, but looks like LFY don't want to commit to this at all. Don't have the full roster here. Whereas LGD, well, they're ready to go. And they're gonna be able to push down the tower, so getting themselves down under the belt.
Banana goes for the deny.
Almost. Here's Blink Dagger though.
Radiance is up.
Picked it up a moment ago. Radiance, yeah, it's 500 gold or so away from the Alchemist. Give or take.
Meanwhile, Spectre is 1400 away from the Relic. She's actually doing okay, but you see what I mean by like you go Helmadom and then you just stay off the map jungle. Because she just can't be in a lane right now.
LFY spoke up as 5 now. We're to try and use his Radiance to fight, which is actually something I approve of heartily. Now Super actually exposing himself mid. Yeah, pressure the tower, trying to force out some sort of reaction. Sitting on the high ground, Victoria with the stole and all, and now Ult 11 with the stun combo, but now the rest of them show themselves. Banana blink in with the silence here, dodges the light struck array, and now the roll from LPC. Just need to try and settle on the target. It's gonna be the Rubik, so that's an easy kill. especially with that ultimate coming through. Now maybe, well, he's fast enough to not be spun down. Banana though, helping to set up that kill with the extra damage. So
Very
was
surprised
a
how
bit...
hot did it come in. The
Yeah.
slow would have been really appreciated from the dagger
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
and the vision.
Kind of very chaotic team fight. Kind of hard to tell whether it's actually worth going in
Mm-hmm.
or whether you just be caught out by a random stun or something like that.
Yeah,
If
I
you
think in
actually
that
want
case, like, it's worth it to just, like, at least try, but... She is getting good farm, though. Like, she's 800 away from Relic. As long as she doesn't die now to a rotation, Spectre will be in a really good spot. Man, playing scared, though, is...
I really like the way LFY is approaching this game though. I like keeping their Alchemist ahead, and they're using the rest of the team to just kind of create that space. And just have to be careful not to overdo it, because if they end up with the Alchemist as the only one who's actually having net worth, nice little stun there on 2, silence on 2, so they'll be able to get this 1 kill. And with the Yules, they're delayed long enough so that the rest of LGD can actually walk out, but as long as they don't end up with the Alchemist as the only one who's farmed, they should be fine.
Yeah.
Going for these objectives, going for these kills as a team, also make sure that Monet and Banana don't fall too far behind.
I feel like Lena's really having a hard time finding her place. There's not a whole lot she should be doing with the Spectre just farming up her Radiance right now.
No, silence will miss. They'll get the coil onto the next. Swap out into the stun, so I'm not sure if that was the play from Yao. He had to put himself in compromising position. The stun will follow him, so that's a secondary kill.
I think Yao should get an assist for that kill on Nyx.
Yeah, he should indeed. I don't know if he would have survived even without the swap, but Yao would have definitely survived if he didn't swap himself in there.
It's like runs away immediately, tucks his tail and goes.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Relic up,
So
100 away
that's
from Raid.
2 kills, Aegis, tier 2. LFY looking good.
Manta will be up for Alchemist soon. Super's farming like a boss, like he should be.
Big Manta style. Juggernaut actually not finishing it off, just going for the Diffusal Blade that we've seen almost every single time on Juggernaut today, haven't we?
Yeah, the Manta.
Uh,
Manta Diffusal.
Manta Diffusal, yeah. Or Diffusal in particular.
Just so strong on the hero. You have good attacks, speed. Burning mana is just generally a good thing.
Tower is under attack.
Who knew?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
As maybe finishes up the Bloodstone, pop his Arcanes one last time before he hits on over and disassembles. Alright. Unlock combining
Press
of
the
the
button.
energy booster.
There it is.
There. They have the smoke, right?
Yeah, they have one on Rubik. Gonna use it now to try and make use of the Bloodstone and get some extra charges. Bit of a
Radiance is
kickstart. The
up too.
entirety of LFY is here. Spectre, of course, on the other side of the map, but can hold in, so... Can they find the right initiation is the question. Old 11 with the invis, he's gonna run it to the sentry ward. If he's not careful, and there it is. They see it now. Spectre Horn comes in and Spin comes out, but the damage is being done to LFY first. 1, 2, 3. I'm on a killing spree. We still got Super trying to clean up. Victoria throwing his own stun against him as Monet being brought down the
DD
side
on
by
Lina.
Maybe. Yeah. Helping out, and now it's still only Super. He doesn't have his ultimate going now. He does still have the Aegis. And he's just getting kills with the Radiance Mental Illusions.
They might be able to kill him again.
Maybe, but yeah, especially if you can't get the armlet off. Nicely timed stun there from maybe, I believe, with Light Strike Array.
That Venge taunt.
Yeah.
Man, that DD did so much work that fight. How much damage did Lina do? Lina
Lina,
did 4,000?
4.5k. Even Spectre didn't quite come close. 3.3k in the back of all the Radiance damage.
Yeah, 4 Dragon Slaves, 4 LSAs. I don't know how many right. And finishes up a Midas. So hopefully he'll be able to have some item progression this game. I know some Nyxes really struggle to like get the mice and then get somewhere else, but hopefully he'll be able to change it into something productive, as Lina may just go straight bots here. I wouldn't be surprised after all those kills.
Yep. Definitely has enough money for it, so I don't know. Ogre Club, is it gonna be BKB?
I think
is.
it may be Hurricane Pike, but it could be BKB.
That's BKB queued up now, so.
Took the damage talent, so it'll probably be BKB as you say, but
Oh, White, gotta be careful. You have the high ground, but you also have a lot of heroes there. Yao and Victoria, though, caught with a coil, actually leaving the Rubik for White to deal with. Still end up finishing up both those kills.
Spectre
Trying to stabilize back
back
into
up.
the game. Yeah.
I think they were okay leaving the supports to die there, knowing that Spectre is just getting more time to get her cooldown off.
Top tower is under attack.
Man, I don't like the BKB choice this game. I don't know why, but don't.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's not the worst.
It's good. Like, it's good. I feel like it could be something better though.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's just my sense. That being said, like 25-minute BKB, like there's not a whole lot
Like,
you can.
there's pros and cons, I guess.
Yeah.
In pros is if you manage to use that to like crush some team fights at a point where there's not a terrible amount of right-click damage just yet. I mean, Alchemist can do a decent amount if you let him. Juggernaut as well, but Nina is pretty fast generally, so you can kite him around to some extent. And outside of that, all that LFY have is magical damage. That was a haunt. Was this scouting haunt?
There's
Guess.
no way scouting haunts are a thing. I rather
Was
think
no one
someone
even
accidentally
close
pressed
to
her.
anyone initiating. It's like
I think it was Ben Nana that they were.
well, anyway, it's on cooldown now to no avail.
I think like Alchemist, like Lina didn't know this, but Alchemist decided to go for BKB. I think if she had known that, I think Aghanim would have been the right choice prior to going
Radiant's top tower is under
BKB
attack.
herself.
Radiant's top
Even with
tower
Aghanim Scepter though, I mean, Alchemist, once he has the armlet going, is sitting at like 2.3k health.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think that ultimate is gonna be enough to help burst through that.
is under attack.
With all the region coming through on this now level 3 ulti.
Has fallen.
I don't know. I don't think you get enough value out of Banana with the TP cancel. You're TPing straight into tier 2. Oh, 11. Think twice before doing that again, so he does pay the price. Tier 2 almost dead. Meanwhile, tier 3 though is taking some damage from the illusions on the other side of the map.
Dire's
So
bottom
this is another aspect that the Alchemist can arguably do better than the Spectre. Just the lane pressure coming out from the Manta style illusions.
Well, Spectre has her own mats now. I really want to see her finish boots. Like, get the next, like, I don't know. Get phase, get treads. I don't care what you get. Just hell, even Guardian Greaves, I wouldn't be opposed to. You imagine doing that.
That'd be
Like
interesting.
you haunt in, and the Guardian Greaves heal your team. I'm gonna actually do this in a game, just to like.
Slashes away,
just
probably.
meme my
It's like
team.
Yao gets caught by Banana. No coil for another couple of seconds. It's just buying time with the Yules. for Russell's team to follow up. And a little blink forward, the coil coming back and finds maybe. Forces out the BKB, but the coil's stolen by Rubik, so this could be a big boon for LGD.
They want to
take
go
a team
though.
fight
They
now.
know that BKB is down for Lina.
BKB down, no Yao, super still looking large and in charge. Looked like some stuns. Banana silence is a bit off the mark. Now, starting to get a little bit of control. That's stacking it quite a bit. Trying to burst through him, but hey, doesn't seem too impressed by it. Still going, get another horn coming out just as the ultimate's about to expire. A lot of damage being done to Spectre though. They get the stun to follow. They do bring it down. No buyback on him. LFY will still walk back. Just got what they wanted. Not willing to overextend. Yeah, they used to be KB and Alchemist. No Octarine core, so no short downtime on Chemical Rage. They were hoping that Roshan would be back, but it's actually a very long respawn.
Yeah. I think Yao and Rubik need to. It's Victoria playing the Rubik, right?
Yeah.
I think they need to be willing to be a little bit more in the front to take some of the damage instead of staying back on 100% HP. Just because Spectre tanked the entirety of that Jug ulti by herself. And just having like 1 or 2 extra targets to jump between, even if it costs you your death, if you keep your Spectre alive, so worth it.
Yep.
So worth it.
See another fight down bottom lane. LFY with a complete 5-minute smoke rotation. They see maybe. They go try to initiate a nice stone. Plopped it down and then he rolled, forcing out that BKB once again. Banana with the roll forward. Still has the coil available, just trying to wait out that BKB, maybe. Should be, yeah, it looks like he'll be able to walk himself out of there. And Rubik, somehow able to get that off. The stun onto Alchemist will also follow up stun himself, unless you can dodge it and you can't. So a bit of a tumbling chase there. Bit of a tumble on the chase, I should say.
Hulk's out.
But they do not get punished.
No chase.
There is no dishonor in regeneration.
Mez's ultimate back off cooldown.
Lina's got her bots up now.
Do you think this movement from LFY is actually getting them enough? I mean, they're spending a lot of time just moving as 5.
They have an Alchemist. I don't think Spectre's too scary anymore. She used to be like one of the best late game cores in the game, but I feel like Spectre's not that good with the talent system. Like, Spectre would need like a talent for Dispersion and Desolate to actually make her good late game. Like, I guess getting additional HP and additional strength essentially.
Oh, Yao. Not sure about that Yules, because now Alchemist will stun himself, but Yao left alone. Super still gets a kill with the Radiance Burn, so
What was the
all is
Yules?
well that ends well. Yules was from Banana, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Still getting the kill, not being punished, and they're also gonna get a Roshan off of this. Flip side is, bottom lane is being pushed in by Spectral Illusions, top lane is being sort of pushed in by Old 11. A little bit worried about who might be waiting for him there.
Do you think Spectre should like risk a haunt steal? Oh, she so could have got it. She so could have got it.
Yeah. I hope it would have been quite the play, but I don't think that's something that you have in your
Envy would've
mind. Oh, absolutely.
And then he'd like accidentally drop his Radiance and right click it and destroy it.
Oh, maybe to find Banana, they do get the follow-up. No Waning Rift.
And they get the gem.
That's actually a big kill, yeah.
Yeah.
No phase shift, no Waning Rift to keep himself alive, no self-Yules, no blink out. Chain stun on point from maybe there.
Who's opting to go for Shivas now?
Looks like it.
Good armor, good up against the Juggernaut and the Alchemist. Acid Spray. She has BKB to deal with other forms of damage, so...
BKB is getting low and low though. He's kind of been forced to pop it like 2 times now just to run away. So it's not 8 seconds.
Yeah. It's not bad though. Like,
Still useful, but
it's
you gotta
keeping
keep
her
an eye on
alive,
that.
right?
Yes.
She's exchanging BKB charges for essentially Bloodstone charges.
Pretty much. Old 11 just waiting. It's being
Are
annoying
they
instead of
scouting
the
him out with
Alchemist.
the carrier? Is that what they were doing there?
No. Kira was just delivering TP scroll and ward. But definitely have to account for this, right? Old 11 just skipping the creeps. Just being a general nuisance here, and LFY just spent a lot of time trying to push down his middle lane. Have to look behind him, and now top lane has to be responded to by Super, but he has Boot of Travel and Doctrine Core. He's sitting at 30k, so now we're getting into the Axe territory.
I feel like LGD is just outmaneuvering LFY right now. Even though I think LFY is in the better, like, net worth has Aegis strategic position, I feel like LGD is just making the better plays.
Making the
Just
most of
cutting
it,
the wave
right?
like
They're,
that.
they're doing what they can, which is playing out the map, keeping the side lanes pushed out, and delaying LFY as much as they can. But eventually, one creep wave is gonna get to the high ground. Then Super is just gonna throw his net worth at the tier 3.
Yeah.
There it is now. Nice little double stun there from Old 11 though, but the roll in plus the Lincoln from Banana, they blow up the Rubik, and now the Haunt coming through. Super, well, dodge the stun, swap back into it, but now pops the BKBs, it doesn't care, right-clicking out quite a bit. Rest of Steam still very much alive and kicking. LGD though, not so lucky. Super charges up another stun, they focus on the Spectre, still alive with a beautiful extra stun there from the Nyx, but ultimately not enough to keep their core alive. Just don't have enough damage to burst through these heroes. Threw out so much in Alchemist, but it's just heating everything up again.
Yep. Kind of one of the issues you
11
run into.
coming in again. Yeah, so much control, so much stuns, but they don't have the follow-up. Maybe he cannot get close enough. And now Super, he's done playing. He's gonna get himself another kill before refocusing on the Rax. And hey, yeah, he still had the Aegis, didn't he?
Yep.
Coming right back. That's a set of Rax and LGD. Looking worse, much worse for the wear even.
They have ulti up again. As Lena may go down.
Oh, if Lena goes down, he
They
might
gotta
just
swap.
be over if it doesn't.
She'll be up right away again.
Oh, that's true, yeah, it's like 20 bucks in charges, even without the talent. It's not a long death timer. Yao, though, doesn't have that same luxury, so he's not going to be anywhere near alive for the next 40 seconds. Meanwhile, LFY just pounding away at the second tier 3. Before they finally call it quits, so the Spectre is coming back alive. What a team fight. They have not lost a single hero, they just lost the Aegis. Now, Aghanim Scepters. Who got it?
Earth Spirit.
Earth Spirit. Oh, interesting. Do you
a
think they
pretty
can
good
make use
save.
of the stone thing?
It's only if your Earth Spirit really has a blink that I think you can do that. It's really hard to otherwise make use of the ult.
I would have given it to the pack, honestly. Can kind of blink all
Yeah.
the Lina, and then maybe cannot BKB run away. It's a bit odd.
You could BKB TP away.
Yeah. Still. I don't know. Maybe the next Ags, I suppose. I don't think the Omni Slash is too crazy, neither is the Crystal Maiden. Or it's a little bit too hectic to be centered around a freezing field. Yeah, I would say Puck is definitely next. Unless he just wants to go like moonshots before that.
Yeah. Alchemist. Opts to go for AC, still holding on to the armlet, probably will sell it out here shortly. But I would do. I want to carry things around when I don't have to. It's already carrying Orker on his back, that little thing. So.
Uh, small guy is the alchemist, and the ogre is his friend.
Do you think alchemist, like the ogre, um, part of it? The alchemist is like the little gnome on the back. Okay.
Yep.
For this discussion, do you think the ogre part of alchemist gets paid per creep he kills, and it's like the little guy on top of him that's paying him for the gold? You see what I'm saying?
Possibly, yeah. I don't know if it's a business relationship or if they're just friends.
Hmm.
Or if the ogre is just too stupid to understand the concept of gold and payment. He just likes how the shiny bling bling is. But now another ultimate comes through. That was another scouting horn, isn't it? But now LGD is still taking a fight, and they do blow up one. It's gonna be the Juggernaut down. Great start here as the neutral creeps actually root up maybe on his BKB. LPC still gets his ultimate off. And a buyback from Juggernaut to try and turn this around. LPC is actually still alive somehow. Super. Walking up the one way, and I don't know what's going on. They do finish up the Lina in the middle of that.
She denied though, so they didn't get her streak. Hard up for Spectre. That's really important.
Yep.
Really important.
Ability to tank it up, but now LFY looking to still try and finish up the set of racks. They bought back Juggernaut for this. So LGD so far they come out the better of the end of the trade, unless they can't hold on to the set of racks. Yeah, I'm just standing in the acid spray, just reflecting damage through, but super brought back here into follow-up control. They're actually able to bring him down. Nice little stun there as he dies for Monet to take care of. But follow-up stun from Old 11
They
here
can
to
kill
do
Jug
so
here,
much
it's
work
dieback.
they can. It's dieback for him, just chain feeding right now. One by one they fall. Super TP'd back mid, but wasn't even space created, they didn't get the racks.
What are they doing?
Yes.
Game was easy.
Yeah. I mean, Super kind of overextended. You could swap back into everything that LGD had, but then LFY, the rest of them just follow him into his death. Or into
They're
their
like-
deaths, I should say.
There are like 2 buybacks now on cooldown. Both Jug and Alchemist.
The LGD,
Lena's
they're
almost
ready
got data
to
list.
take advantage of that. They're pushing down straight mid. They know there's not going to be a Juggernaut. They might not necessarily know about the perk, but I don't know how recently he picked up the Lincolns.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Could get an
It wouldn't
inkling,
matter
so
either way
it's-
though for them, right? Without
Yeah,
puck
not
here,
really.
this is a very hard initiation.
Well, he will be back in a couple of seconds. Tier 3 should end up falling by all rights. And it does.
Radiant's middle
They didn't want to
tower
continue
has fallen.
here. Looks like it's swap air into BKB though. Super ready to fight. Gets a stun off onto Vengeance Spirit. Starting to create space for maybe. It doesn't quite have the damage to break it through. Maybe now? With the follow-up
Think, get
control.
the
Alchemist, no ulti, and now he's dead for 120 seconds. He's not coming back anytime soon.
And they know this.
Monet, he has to carry his little heart out right now.
Barracks has fallen.
Here's Blink, has the fuse level 2, has Meta Style. Nice dodge on the stun there from old 11. Need to get some kills under the belt, but LGD just looking for their own second set of racks. Or at least a tier 3. It's not taken care of. Aim just Juggernaut up in the front. He was so much health points. Now they're going in here from LPC. Gets the ultimate off. Monet trying to spin to win. Now the Omni Slash. Couple of slashes and creeps, but still plenty of aim. Maybe, maybe not. He's still alive to get the kill. And everyone is dead.
Radiant's top barracks.
It's only the puck. Banana. Last man standing, but
And that's GG.
GG is called. What?
Oh, you can see how unhappy Super is with this
Oh
outcome.
my god.
Calls the GG, disconnects. LFY had this game in the bag, and
All they had to do was just play patience.
just trying to force it.
Yeah, they really wanted a second set of racks, but I really don't think they were that pressured. Were they?
They didn't need to. They didn't
Yeah.
need to buy back the Jug. They didn't need to buy back the Elk.
Just didn't want to cut their losses. And they paid a hefty price for it. They just lost the game on the back of these decisions. And
That's
these are the kind of things that are written in the book of Dota. This is how you lose games. This is
yeah,
how you throw. Just buy back unnecessarily and then throw your life away again, and then don't defend high ground because of it. It's there.
yeah. Like Super had over 1,000 GPM, and they lost. Like, that's how far ahead they are. Like we're close to 20K. This has to be one of the biggest comebacks of the DPL.
Possibly, I don't have the stats there, but it's definitely a comeback for sure. LGD caught a bit of a break there. That's for damn sure. I don't know what
And
to say.
LGD didn't play that badly either, is the thing.
Yeah.
It's just that
LFY, up until that point, they played super well this game. It was all on them making things happen with the support rotations throughout the laning
totally.
stage, and Banana as well, really showing up on the puck.
He
Uh,
he trend he moved very well out of the off lane into the mid game, set up a lot of kills for his team. His stream coils, I think, were on point. It was just kind of that impatience, that youngness to team, that
yeah.
desire to almost like have fun. And that's what loses you games. Like I think Zai talks about how when he plays competitively, he like gives up his right to have fun.
Yeah.
In these tournaments, because you just have to sometimes like put on your big boy panties,
Yes.
put on your band-aid and just deal with the fact that you don't get a dive and kill the other team right now. You get
Yeah.
to sit back, you spam out your Manta illusions,
Yeah.
you take the fights cleanly, you back out, you rinse and repeat, you wait another 8 minutes for Roshan. And if
Especially in
you
this
don't,
situation. Right?
yeah,
Especially in the situation that LFY is in the tournament right now. It's not like they
exactly.
are out 100% or they're in 100%. They still have to win some games unless they want to 100% rely on other teams just messing up completely for their spots or for tiebreakers to come out. But yeah, they have one more chance in this particular series in game number 2 that's coming up soon. So we're gonna take a short break, but we'll be right back. So don't go too far away.